What up, lifers? What up, lifers? What up, lifers? It's your boy Dave Life. It's your boy Dave Life. You're watching the After Dark podcast. This is the After Dark podcast. Look, man, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're with us tonight, man. So I want to say thank you. Let's start this off like we always do, y'all, the right way. Dear Heavenly Father, have your way, Lord. I pray that you would speak to your people. I pray that you would enlighten us, entertain us, and inform us, Lord. I pray less of me and, Lord, more of you. Forgive us of our sins that we've committed, both by commission and omission. Charge it to our heads and not our hearts. Let us have a great conversation. Let it be edifying and let it be, above all things, enjoyable. We give you all the praise, glory, and honor in Jesus' name. Amen, amen, and amen. We back. So the name of the episode is When She Has an Attitude, Whose Fault Is It? When she has an attitude, whose fault is it? And again, this is the After Dark podcast, episode number 314. Episode number 314. If you want to support Dave Life After Dark and Dave Life TV, you can hit us on Venmo at Dave Life. Hit us on Venmo at Dave Life. You can hit us on Cash App at $ Dave Life TV. Cash App at $ Dave Life TV. You can send us a little bit of coffee money, a little bit of food money, or if you want to tip any of the panelists, man, let me know and I'll make sure they get it. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you, man. Y'all been here. We've been out for a minute. We back. It's our second time in 2 nights. I know y'all been watching the Diddy case and all of that. But first, let me get someone in here to help me start the show. I see my sister from another mister. She's a vet on the show. She's a woman, but we call her that girl. I think she's prepared to help me start the show. Welcome back to the stage, Sophie, that girl. What up, Sophie?
Hey.
What up?
Hello.
How you doing, my friend?
I'm lovely.
Good seeing you. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Good to see you. You been following the Diddy trial?
I have.
All right. I want to get your take on that in a moment. So think about the Diddy trial. While you're thinking on that, I see my sister from another mister. She's actually my blood cousin. Y'all know her. She's been on the show since Instagram. She comes in from time to time to help me out. Tonight, I said, cuz your background is tilted like Batman. And you know what she said? She said,
she gonna come over here. Or
right.
She gonna come down here.
I think she's gonna be. I think she's gonna be right here. I think she's gonna be to the. Yeah. Come on to the stage, cousin Bronze. What's up, Bronze?
Hey,
What up, Bronze?
what's going on?
Welcome to the stage. I was saying, man, you were like, I was like, your background was tilted like Batman. You were like, I am Batman. I said that's something that my damn cousin would tell me. Welcome to the stage, cuz. How you feeling?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm good. We talked about the Diddy case the other night. I know a few of y'all missed it. It was an interesting conversation. I got a brother that's gonna help us out tonight, and I'm hoping. In fact, I should have set it up right. He is in a red room with a red background, with sunglasses on at night. And I thought I saw a bottle of baby oil. I'm not sure. Come on to the stage, my homeboy, Mr. Carl. What up, Carl? What up, what you brother?
Doing what I can, man. Doing what I can. Gotta help the people. Good, man. Can't complain, sir.
Can't complain. You missed the topic the other night, man. The Diddy topic.
Yeah, I was busy last night. I actually had plans last night, so. It was all good though.
Okay. How did the plans go? Were the plans good?
It went well. It was a DJing gig, so I don't know what you guys are thinking.
Oh, damn, you messed it up. I was trying to insinuate something crazy, but you
I love the red light background. Yes. I like it a lot.
Yeah. You know, man, look at you, Carl.
I'm glad we went with that.
I'm trying, man.
You know what, too? And it's after dark.
Yeah, that's right. Disregard the y'all are getting a live look into the chaos.
Yeah, that's all good.
Of a Brooklyn apartment.
It's all good. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for joining. Tonight's topic is when she has an attitude, whose fault in it? when she has an attitude, whose fault is it? Sophie, we've been sticking with the theme of whose fault is it for the last couple of shows. And I know sometimes you guys will send me clips and all of that, and it's been good. Hold on. Okay, cool. And I think this might have been. I think either this is one. I don't think you sent this one, Sophie. Did you? I think this might have been one I found.
Okay.
Does it look familiar? Does this couple look familiar?
No, I don't think I sent you that one.
Okay. Well, they're a real couple. I don't know if they are if this was a skit or not, but they're real. And I reached out and was like, "Hey, I want to play a clip." She didn't say no. So
So did she reply at all?
No. So we're just gonna go with it because it's an Instagram reel. So
yeah, it's public.
And we're not talking about them. We're using them as an example to jump off a conversation. It could have been anybody in the clip. We just using it as an example. All right, but before we get into that, man, last night, y'all, we talked about the Diddy trial. How did y'all feel? Anybody got any feelings or thoughts related to that trial? I mean, reactions. How did y'all feel when you saw the verdict?
I knew he'd be found guilty.
Okay. Well, he was only found guilty of prostitution. He wasn't found guilty of racketeering or of sex trafficking. So he got off on 3 charges, and he was found guilty of the 2 prostitution charges. Basically, they moved prostitutes from wherever they were to wherever they were going, and for the purposes of having sex. And so, basically, he got charged for pimping. He moved somebody and paid him. Yeah, so he got charged for that. And what they're saying is he may or may not, that's his first offense. And pimping is really a state charge. He shouldn't even be charged at the federal level. So they're suggesting that the prosecutors overreached with RICO and racketeering and sex trafficking. I do feel like crimes were committed, but at the same time, the burden of proof is on the prosecution, and they were not able to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that Diddy forced them through force, fraud, or coercion to have sex, or that he used his business enterprise as a way to further criminal activity. They couldn't prove that beyond a shadow of doubt. So therefore, the jury acquitted him on those charges, unless the jury was just like, he deserved time, but he don't deserve that much time. And they just said, we ain't gonna do all that. What y'all think? Y'all think that the law didn't prove, that the prosecutors didn't prove the case, or you think the jury kind of went easy on him?
I don't know about being easy. I think that the jury was as fair as they could be granted the information that they were given.
Right.
And I feel like just everything I heard was about oil and him having a Tootsie Roll and, all of his fetishes, that they were focusing on just shaming him for his focus and not really focusing on domestic violence, not focusing on how did he get these women to go where he wanted them to go? Was he trying to block them? They were just, as I think we all were, just kind of in shock, learning about someone's fetishes. That's really, and it is. If you focus only on the fetish, it's just his fetish. Now, how he got everybody in to do what they needed to do, that's a little bit different. But I think they were just kind of in shock and focused on the wrong thing. But was it 2 out of 4?
Yeah, 2 out of 5. Yeah,
2 out of 5. It's still a win. A win is a win.
Yeah, and he will do some time. Well, someone said, "Hey, Dave, new to the channel. Shout out to Jody." I did. That's a heck of a picture there, Jody.
Hey, Jody. I like your picture.
Welcome to the stage. Welcome to the channel. You watching us on After Dark. Moolah's in the building. What's up, Moolah? Moolah be giving us her hood topics and what do you call them? Hood affirmations. Hood affirmations. So Moolah in the building, and Moolah also said, remember Cassie settled out of court, so those charges wouldn't be brought up. I'm talking about the domestic violence that she settled out of court. And you know what else, y'all? I kept hearing commentators and lawyers say this is a federal case and like domestic violence is a state charge. So you know what I'm saying? So I think they just overreached with the RICO and the racketeering. Now, in the case of R. Kelly, you know, it's funny because R. Kelly got caught up on RICO as well. But I think the reason his stuff stick is because R. Kelly was dealing with minors, number one, and you know you can't say that a minor was my girlfriend and it was consensual. So because of all of that, he got caught up on the RICO and using his business enterprises to, you know, get the young ladies to come to his crib and whatever the hell else he had going on. So R. Kelly's case was slightly different. But with Diddy, with all of the texts saying, hey, I love to freak off, and hey, let's do it again. And for some of the ladies contacting the escorts and all of that, it just made it sound and feel like to the jury like they weren't forced, like they chose to be there. And the other thing I said last night was in the case of Jane Doe, which they think is 50 Cent's baby mama, because we could say it now because now the trial is over. They think it's Daphne Joy. He's still paying her rent. Like Diddy's still paying her $10,000 a month rent while he's on trial and she's a witness for the prosecution. So some people are saying how are you forced when this man is paying your rent? Y'all in a relationship, and it's all these, you know, lovey-dovey messages. And again, not to victim shame, but just saying that the jury didn't think that it was a RICO or it was trafficking. Yeah. So, yeah, Carl, anybody thoughts?
I was in the barbershop while it was going on, or while the clip was showing, or they were, you know, showing live the footage or whatever. So I've been trying to stay out of, you know, social commentary and everything that's been going on. But I think you made some good points, Dave. And that's the thing when it comes to these massive cases, it's like from a legal standpoint, you got to take into consideration what can you really get these people on. Because if it's a state level but if they're being prosecuted for federal charges, you know, you can't really, I mean, I don't know how they would spin that. Maybe they could say, well, he's, you know, these things are being brought up against him at the state level. So we could add on to his character and decision making, which they could probably use that. I don't know. But you got to know what you're getting yourself into, because this reminds me of some other prominent cases in the past where the initial charges were brought up, but the person that they wanted to see get locked up didn't, because it didn't stick, and people, they didn't know what they were getting themselves. Like you said, they overreached.
Yeah. No doubt they overreached. Christine, which is Panama Princess. Y'all remember Panama? She said, "F Diddy, he rich." That big horrible bill that just passed in the House today. That's what's bothering me.
That's fact.
So she's thinking about the politics happening in Washington.
Not wrong, man. That's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see, because I think a lot of people, not to get off topic from what you originally were talking about, Dave. But
no, go ahead. I mean, we just talking right now. Go ahead, talk about the bill.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people, Trump supporters, anti-Trump, whatever, are all going to feel this, and who knows what it's going to look like in 4 years, after 4 years, once it's, you know, once he's out of office. So there's a lot. I mean, a lot that could be said, not just about the bill, but how it even got to this place. And so only time will tell, but it's not, I'm not a doomer. I hate doom talk.
Yeah, doom and gloom.
But yeah, I hate doom and gloom. So I'm not going to speak from that standpoint, but I will say we're going to feel some things to some degree. Nothing that we can't overcome, but we'll feel it.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
All right. So, in the spirit of sharing, one of our lifers wrote a book, y'all, and she wanted me to promote it, and I said, you know what? Absolutely. I said, I need you on the show. She was like, all right, Dave, but I got to finish this and this tonight. I said, all right, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about her book real quick. Let me share my screen. This is one of our lifers. If y'all know Tay Robinson, Tay, he wrote a book. Boom. There it is. All right. It's on the Amazon page. It's called Hey You. It is available right now on Amazon.com. It is a healing workbook for becoming, belonging, and breathing again by Y. Tay Robson. All right. It says, what if healing didn't require perfection, only permission to begin? Hey You is a guided workbook for women who are tired of appearing whole while quietly unraveling. Through journal prompts, spiritual reflections, breathwork breaks, and raw Hey You letters, this book creates a sacred space to grieve, rebuild, and breathe again. For the strong ones, the invincible ones, the ones still showing up for everyone else, you don't have to hide anymore. You get to heal here. Hey You, a healing workbook for becoming, belonging, and breathing again by Y. Tay Robson. $21.99, y'all. $21.99. So shout out to Tay. Shout out to Tay. Yeah, man. If y'all get a chance, man, make sure y'all go get that. Go get that. All right. All right. So let me ask the ladies. The topic tonight is when she has an attitude. Whose fault is it when she has an attitude? All right, I got two women on the stage. One is my family member, one is blood, and one is my sister from the church. All right. And from podcasting. So I need to ask y'all ladies, be honest. Why do sometimes, and I'm going to play a clip, but first I just want to, in general, give me 60 seconds. Why do sometimes it seems like, your wife or your girlfriend or your mom sometimes, maybe your friend, maybe your coworker just got attitude. Like, man, what is she mad about? Why do y'all get mad? Do y'all get mad, or is it just our perception of things as a man?
No, I get mad. It just depends on what it is that I'm mad about or what has me agitated. I won't say I get mad. What has me agitated?
I heard that specific choice of words, and it sounded like you were mad when you said it. It sounded like you didn't like how I put this together. You were like, hold on, cuz you ain't gonna call me mad. Okay, agitated. Why do you get agitated at times, cuz? Like,
It just be, the small things, and especially with me, working with people all the time, it just aggravates me how common sense is just not common. So the littlest thing would just, set me off. Like, really, like, why are you doing this? Why do you want me to do something that I know you can do yourself? Why are you having a problem logging in when I know you can log in on Facebook or whatever? So it just be little things.
Somebody asked a question, Jody, new to the show. She said, Dave, how do you expect people to donate if you never acknowledge the people in the chat who follow you? I'm gonna be real. I do try to acknowledge people when they pop comments in, but because I'm moving the screen around and the cameras and bringing people up and down, I don't always see the chat initially. So Jody, don't think that I'm ignoring y'all. When I see it, I try to bring it up. So
I thought she was a new follower. I thought today.
That's what she said. But I think she was here yesterday. I think I saw her yesterday.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, welcome back.
Yeah.
I wasn't here yesterday.
Okay. Bronze, why do people say that, oh, she got an attitude, or why do women get mad? Do women get mad and we don't understand it? Like,
Yeah, I mean, people get mad. Some people be mad just for no reason. You have to remember, women, we are some emotional people. So I'm not going to excuse that, but we are built off emotion. So sometimes it can be perceived the wrong way.
Okay. Moolah, hold on, Moolah. Let me unmute you. Unmute yourself, Moolah.
I had muted myself because I don't know if you got my message. How y'all doing?
What's up, Moolah? What's up, Moolah? Welcome to the stage.
Because I thought I was still in the cut.
No, you here? we got Moolah. Moolah, you be giving out hood affirmations. That's what your content is called, right?
Definitely.
All right, so help me out, Moolah, in just like 30 seconds. Why do women have attitudes at times, or do they? Like, I don't want to sound like a chauvinist, so I ain't trying to come off like women just be mad. And I'm not trying to say that black women be mad, but I'm just saying sometimes men be like, why don't she smile? Why she got an attitude? Why she so mean?
Well, I'm just gonna sum it up. PMS, freaking. Can y'all hear me? Oh, okay. I'm gonna say PMS.
Hmm.
Two, it could be just I call it past trauma, right?
Past
I call
trauma.
it
Okay.
I have yeah, childhood trauma in your adult years. Um, so it could be things that you have been through in the past, and you come across people, and they just give you them memories. You
Those
know what I'm saying? They
Hmm.
triggers.
remind you of something. So it usually is a self thing. That's my
Okay.
personal opinion. I go through it all the time.
Okay.
Mhm.
Sophie, what? I don't want to paint it like women are mad all the time, but you know, some men will be like, "Smile, what you mad about? You know, why you always got attitude?" Do women sometimes have attitudes, or be mad, or is it just like male perception? And if so, what's the reason?
Well, I think it could be a combination of both because some people have a resting B face,
Mm.
um, where just the way they, they when they're maybe they're deep in thought, that's just kind of how they look. And then there's some women who don't know how to can manage their emotions when they're menstruating or hungry. And we use and give these natural occurrences a bad rap by saying, oh, it's because I'm this. Well, then drink some water, take some B12, do something to take care of yourself. You don't have to wait for someone to give you a gift basket because your body is doing what it's supposed to do. You can get yourself whatever it is you need because you know what you need. It's nice if your partner decides to assist you in that, but I think we are in charge of our own actions. Nobody ever deserves to be treated poorly. um, Sometimes it may be, you may feel like if it's a certain situation it may be warranted, but if they're
Oops.
your partner and you care about them and you chose them, I
Hmm.
don't understand why you'd want to treat somebody you care about poorly or give them an attitude.
Give them attitude. Okay. Let me show y'all the video. So we have a video. Um, a meme. Y'all know I like to have memes and videos to support the
Sure.
topic. So I have a video here, and this is a young lady. And again, um, hopefully she cool with me using the content because I definitely asked. This is just a meme. I don't know again if this was real or not, y'all, but we're gonna treat it like what if a couple did this? And if a couple did this, the question is, who is responsible? Whose fault is this? So check this out, y'all.
And they be wondering why females be having attitudes all day long. Cause of dumb. Because of the dumb. Pay attention to them. Okay, don't pay attention. Take me the fuck home. How about that? Give me my $500. How about that? I'll get the fuck out. Give me the 500 I just spent on fucking on the boots. Hey, give me my boots back. Take your fucking boots. Give me that shit. Hey, give me my purse. Give me my purse. I done spent too much on y'all grateful ass. The fuck? Take them. Yeah. Give me my fucking jacket. Give me my jacket. Give me my fucking jacket. Give me my jacket. Give it to me. Give me my fucking jacket. Give me my fucking jacket. I get out. I will. Give me my fucking jacket. And the pack of cigarettes I bought. Fuck. Give me my shit. And give me my chips. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I want to fight. I want to fight. I want to fight. Don't touch me. I don't want to fight. I'm fucking aggravated, bro. I don't like nobody next to you. Put your shoes back on. I don't like nobody next to you. Fucking aggravated. Take the. Don't touch me. Big bag for you, baby. Okay. Then they be wondering why females be having attitudes all day long. Cause of dumb.
Okay. So again, I don't know if this is a meme, a joke. I don't know if this is a skit. Okay. So we're gonna take it as though it's a skit, but it's a jump off discussion point. Okay. So hopefully if they really had an argument, hopefully they figured it out. But yo, in that situation, from what we see, I mean, how did y'all perceive it? I saw she was upset and she was like, they wonder why we mad. It's because of them. It's because of them, meaning men. So it seemed like she was mad at her man for something. why was she mad? Whose fault was this? And anybody want to speak on it? Because the whole topic is when she has an attitude, whose fault is it? So in this case, we saw a woman that had an attitude. She was upset. Why? Whose fault was it?
Yeah.
Say
I'm sorry, I
she's
had to unmute
triggered.
y'all because it was loud. Say it again, y'all.
Listen to what she was saying and how she was reacting. She's triggered. You know, somewhere down the line in her life, something has happened to her. Like, you see how her attitude just escalated even more when he said, "Give me back my boots, give me my tips and everything." Somewhere in there, she's triggered. There's trauma somewhere that she has not healed from. And that's what I see that as. And then even when she brought up, "I don't like the women buy them," she's triggered somewhere. Something has triggered her.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like she may even be a little bit spoiled. I'll come out the gate and be like, it could be some pretty girl privilege. I blame him because you got better control your woman. You know, taking off stuff and hitting you and getting all aggressive. Look like she's quite comfortable doing that, and then throwing a temper tantrum. You're a grown woman. Control yourself. If you're upset, be upset. You don't have to be yelling. And then you're recording. I know that they're probably a young. I feel like it also seems as though she's drunk, but she out of order, and he's condoning it.
Yeah, I definitely saw the liquor for sure. Moolah, I saw Moolah raise it. Go ahead, Moolah. Who's responsible? Who's at fault?
Quick, because I mute my phone, but I definitely see entitlement. With a bit of insecurity and definitely some alcohol issues for sure. And I'm agree with the sister when she said, and it's his fault because a person only gonna do what you allow them. And it definitely looked like y'all been through this before. And so when I seen like you said, him saying, "Well, give me my boots, give me my this, give me my that," they've been through that before for sure. And that could be an issue too. That's that could be his way of trying to control her. And obviously it didn't work in that situation. That's for sure.
Well, I got a question though. It's his fault. He didn't really control her. How is he supposed to control her? Right? Because and I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Now, if he go crazy and Diddy and Chris Brown or something like that, he can't do that. He can't lay hands on her. So how is a man supposed to control his woman when she got a bottle of Don Julio and she escalated the whole thing? Get off of me! And it's like, what is he supposed to do?
Is it okay if I can answer that?
Yeah, go ahead.
First off, if you obviously they've been dealing with each other, but and it's not an issue. This is not a first time issue. So why are you condoning in alcoholism? That would be the first. You're condoning in her alcoholism.
Okay.
When I say as far as it's your fault because you're allowing her to treat you that way, a man's gonna say, you know what I'm not gonna do is tolerate this. I'm gonna take you home. Give me this. Versus snatching something that does not make any sense. The first thing you'll want to do is go for the alcohol. Then you need to check her as far as composure. Get yourself together. Give me this bottle. We supposed to go ahead and go back to the house. Whatever we had going on at this point is over with. So again, when you allow someone to do the things they do, you're allowing it. So guess what? It's just like the brother at the bottom. If I'm in a relationship with you and you tell me that you don't like a woman with an aggressive tone and a bad attitude, and I tried it once and he didn't check it, I'm gonna give it a little more inch because he didn't check it the first time. He's not gonna now I feel like after the fourth time, baby, you ain't supposed to do nothing. That's what you ain't doing nothing.
Wait, so you were including Sherrod or Carl? You were talking to Carl? You talking to Carl in the red or Sherrod?
Whoever one, whichever one want to be with me at that moment in this situation.
Listen to me. I'm checking the fuck out of you. I'm calling you your whole name. Miss Smith. Oh, come here, Miss Smith. Come here. Come over here real quick. I forgot the fucking cheese at Walmart. My bad. I'm sorry. But what we're not going to do, you're not about to talk to me like that in the middle of fucking Walmart. We're not having that. Now let's go back out here, keep pushing the cart, and we okay. And that's the end of it. Now, if you bring it up again, I'm gonna leave your fucking ass at Walmart.
Somebody gonna be Ubering.
So Sherrod, did you see the clip? You saw her? Did you see the clip, Sherrod?
I did not.
Let me play the clip again because y'all
Wait a
know.
second.
Hey, this is my brother, man. Y'all say hey to my brother. I'm pimping the shit out of my brother. I got him holding up the phone. Hold the phone, nigga.
What's up, bro? Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the After Dark podcast.
I am the star.
Hey, we got you. Thank you for joining. Stay on with me as long as you can, right?
This nigga was like, you're the talent. Huh? Play the clip. If you want. Hey, look, everybody in Carolina got a Gullah name, or we got I guess you like a nickname.
Yeah.
So my brother's name is Do Dirty. Don't ask why, and don't ask him how he got it.
Do Dirty.
So
I love it.
My Gullah name is Gerard. My nickname is Peanut. So don't ask me how I got it. Don't worry about it. It's all good. And I just want to say one thing before you play the clip. Sophie, your fucking hair bounce to the house.
Look at y'all. Let me let y'all talk. Y'all need to talk. Y'all go ahead and talk.
Hey, Sophie, how you doing? Thank you for calling 94.7 The Way. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. You sit up.
You look good, Sophie. Hey, Sophie, I know we said this about a week or two ago. Welcome back to Dave's Life.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Always good to see you.
Welcome back. You should just play that every time she pops up. Welcome back.
You know your dreams are your ticket out. Welcome back to the place that we know that you left.
Moolah's gone. We lost Moolah.
Though the names have all changed since they've come around.
Let you sing the whole thing.
And those dreams that remain.
You didn't lose me.
Ooh, we thought we need you.
Hey, Carl, you Greek?
No.
Damn, nigga, I was about to say, he's with the noobs now. I was like, damn, that's some college shit right there. I respect that shit.
Yeah.
Anytime you put a Red Bull.
Sherrod, I looked at Carl. Carl said, Dave, I'm gonna rock the shades. I said, okay, can you do something with the light? No, go back to the red, Carl. Go back to the red. He came out in all red. I said, Carl, that's bad timing because Diddy wanted all red. He wanted it 700 degrees and it was baby oil everywhere. I'm like, Carl, they might be thinking you're supporting Diddy.
Hey, look. Hey, only thing I say, nigga, if I see one nigga knock on your door, hey, you want me to bring the oil now or later? I'm definitely hanging the fuck up, dog.
Hold on, wait. All right, so I want to acknowledge some people in the comments. Christine, Panama Princess, says sometimes women just need grace at times. Hold on. Hey, Sherrod, I'm going to mute you because I'm getting some feedback. All right, cool. All right, so Christine, it might be me. I'm still hearing something. Are y'all hearing clicks?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm still hearing.
Hold on. Let me try to mute. All right. That might have been you, Carl. Okay. Maybe it was me. All right. So Christine said, yeah, I'm a mute, Carl. All right. Don't worry. I'll unmute you guys. I won't censor you. Remember back in the day, Sophie? They were like, he's censoring you. I'm like, I'm not. You remember those comments?
Oh, censoring me?
Man, censoring everybody. People used to get mad because I would mute them. You know what I'm saying? If I had feedback, I would mute people and they would get mad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a lot that you do. You have to manage and for the new people too, he's managing the chat from both platforms, Instagram and YouTube, then trying to make sure that we all have our time. So I know somebody mentioned about giving grace, but that's also part of, giving our hosts some grace to try and manage all this so we all can get our points out, get across. And not giving him an attitude and not, I don't want to fight.
Right. So I got a question. I got a question to everybody watching. First of all, thank you everybody that's giving us comments. Jody, Jody said, Dave Life TV. Thank you. All right. I see you with the prayer hands, Jody. Christine said sometimes women need grace. It's never okay to mistreat anyone. And I understand that. And in that particular clip, there was a lot going on. Sorry, y'all. Hold on, wrong thing. Let me find
She
the
said
clip.
we just need grace sometimes. So she's talking about we as women need grace.
Mm.
You said women. But I think she was saying like we. Maybe she means like, yeah, we need grace. It's never good. Yeah, okay, gotcha. All right, I got you, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Dave, I'll get my. I'll go ahead.
I'm just reading some comments right quick, Carl. Let me see. Make History Podcast. Welcome to the show, Make History Podcast. Make History said, if this is real, then it's real petty. Yeah, I agree. If that was real, it was petty. And again, not judging the young lady and her boyfriend. I'm glad that she didn't say don't use the clip. So if she sees this, thank you for letting me use the clip.
It's gotta be staged. Set up.
Yeah.
Panama says she's disrespectful.
Come on,
she's trying to be Cardi B. Come on, this chick is stupid. All right, let's see. Okay, if you cannot want damn Panama. Panama said you cannot want some dick after that. She just drunk this shit up. But it's their foolishness. All right, so okay, I see the comments. Thank you everybody for showing. Destiny just said, laugh my butt off. The funniest thing about that clip for me was that she was like, because of them. Because of them. And I was like, well, wait a minute. Who's at fault? Is it him?
Wait,
is it her?
Dave,
or is it them?
Did you show me the clip?
I didn't, sir. You know what? Thank you. Let me show you the actual clip.
Yeah.
It's very disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. Let me show you the clip, sir. And I need to refresh it because I want you to see the whole clip. Oh, hold on. All right. So whose fault is this? This young lady's in the car. She goes live talking to her followers because she does have a OnlyFans. In case y'all interested, I only know that because she has that in her bio. All right. She says people be wondering why we mad, and it's because of them. Talking about men.
And why females be having attitudes all day long? Cause of them. Because of the dumb.
Pay attention to them.
Okay, don't pay attention. Take me the fuck home. How about that? Give me my $500. How about that? I'll get the fuck out. Give me the $500 I just spent on fucking on the boots.
Hey, give me my boots back.
Take your fucking boots.
Give me that shit. Hey, give me my purse. Give me my purse. I done spent too much on y'all grateful ass. The fuck?
Take them.
Yeah.
Give me my fucking jacket. Give me my jacket. Give me my fucking jacket. Give me my jacket. Give it to me. Give me my fucking jacket. Give me my fucking jacket.
I get out.
I will. Give me my fucking jacket. And the pack of cigarettes I bought. Fuck. Give me my shit.
And give me my chips.
I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I want to fight. Don't touch me.
That's the one that got me.
I don't want to fight.
That's the one that got me.
I'm fucking aggravated, bro. I don't like nobody next to you.
Put your shoes back on.
I don't like nobody next to you. Fucking aggravated.
Take the.
Don't touch me.
Big bag for you, baby.
Okay. Then they be wondering why females be having attitudes all day long.
Cause of them. So Sherrod.
I thought she said because they're dumb.
I thought
they're dumb.
It's the
accent.
Maybe Carl can help. Is that New York?
Yeah. Oh, that's listen. That's straight out.
So wait a minute.
New York.
So
straight out of NY.
Right. And it's like Puerto Rican, New York. So Sherrod.
Wait.
So
she says she's from. If she says she's from the BX, if she's from the
wait. Stop.
Yeah.
What's the question being asked about the video?
Sherrod, the question is, when a woman has an attitude, talking about this particular case, when she has an attitude, whose fault is it? And the answer is his fault, her fault, them fault, or Don Julio fault. Him, her, them, or Don Julio? Who's at fault?
All right, so let's look at this. All right, let's really get serious for a minute. Number one, nobody can make you mad unless you allow them to make you mad. That's number one. You gotta check your feelings at all times. That's number two. Is she maybe, I don't know, I'm assuming and I'm inferring that she's putting on a little extra because of the camera and because of her podcast and what she's doing. She's doing a lot. He seems like he's cool and used to it. So if he's used to it, that lets me know that she's accustomed to doing what she does, and he's okay with it. So the question is, who's at fault, right?
Yeah.
The alcohol only propels you more of who you are, just like money. Money doesn't make you who you are. It just emphasizes what you already are inside, right? So at the end of the day, she sounds like a spoiled brat. Dave, you know my philosophy. I'm not even listening to her. I've already left. I just bought a biggie meal from fucking Wendy's, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, because she seems like a young lady of a certain age that she shouldn't be doing certain things, right? So the reason why she's doing that, I don't know, but
so
I hate to see how black women.
Who's more at fault? The man, the woman, you know, men in general, like, you know, just men pissing her off, or the Don Julio? Who's more at fault for her acting out like that? Because what I noticed was she was arguing. She was cool arguing until he took away the food. When he took them chips, it was like, give me back my chips. That's when she was like, I don't want to argue. Wait a minute. No, don't take away my food. She was cool with the clothes, with the bag, but you start taking away the sustenance. She had a problem with that.
Dave, I'll say this, and this is gonna coincide with what Rod was saying. I'm gonna show you this. I don't know if you can see this. It's a book I try to read every day.
The Daily Stoic. Meditations on Wisdom, Perseverance, and the Art of Living. Okay, by Ryan Holiday. Bet.
That's right. So this basically kind of piggybacks on what Rod was saying, in the sense that one of the Stoic understandings and Stoic philosophies is no one can offend you without your permission, or no one can get you emotionally stirred up without your permission. So the entire question of whose fault is it? Well, it's your fault, because you're allowing this to affect you in a way that you have control over. It's really that simple. Okay. So it's her fault. Can talk. If we're gonna answer the question, it's her fault. Yeah, it's her fault. It's always been.
It's our fault. Okay.
It's our fault. And again, we don't know the background.
Hold on. I'm sorry. That's Sherrod's. Sherrod, is that your mom? Sherrod, unmute. Is that your mom? Hold on, Rod. You got to unmute, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off. There you go.
This is my mother.
Hey, Mom. What's going on, Mama?
That's what Prince did that. Prince.
Yeah.
My mom told me one time she got licked by Prince. I was like, what? But she got licked by Prince. She did. She's an old school red. She got licked by Prince.
She got licked by Prince, and he went,
No, she didn't tell me the rest of the story.
All right, I got to put you back on mute. Carl was he was in the middle of an exposition. Go ahead, Carl.
No, I was just saying we don't know the background of it, so it doesn't seem, because we only get this clip, there wasn't a whole lot other than Make History podcast says past traumas come to the light. That's true as well. But at the end of the day, man, that behavior, no one should be able to get you to that point. And I think Braun said it. Maybe you get agitated, maybe you get a little irritated, but to have a crash out like that, it's not a valid crash out. And so, because we only see her responding, I'm not seeing any provocation from him. I'm not seeing any sense of him trying to get her riled up. So she's entirely doing this on her own. And then at the end, what do we see? We see it de-escalate. And then she's like, "Oh, I'm just what'd she say, aggravated or something? I just don't want to see someone buy you.
I don't like them by you." So apparently, maybe he was entertaining. Maybe he was entertaining women. You know, maybe he was, or not necessarily entertaining, but they were around, and she just didn't like other women in his presence, and so maybe that started it, and that's why she's like, you know, they wonder why we mad all the time, and it's because of them talking about men, I guess, entertaining women, or possibly women, you know, chasing their guys. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I mean, and we'll never know. And like I said before, I really do believe this is staged. You're not going to have a phone propped up with it still on a, what I would presume to be some sort of, not a
like a
tripod,
holder.
but a phone holder. You're not going to have that. And you said she has an OnlyFans. So, I mean, to me, that kind of indicates that anything having to do with clicks, likes, streams, social media is what it's going to be. So not a valid crowd.
Real quick, welcome to the stage, Big Corey G. Corey, man, what up, bro?
Hello.
We gotta let Corey know something, man. We gotta let him know something, man.
Shout out to the transporter.
You look like the transporter. Yeah. Hey, Corey.
Yo.
Happy birthday, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Oh, wait, Corey, it's your birthday?
Yesterday was.
Wait, yesterday was your birthday?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I had no idea you just turned 73, man. That's
what's
up. Hey, man, I've known Corey since the 8th grade, y'all. Corey was our neighbor and our friend, and Corey has been at every major moment of my life. High school, entering into high school, 8th grade, high school graduation, first track meet where I got blown out at regionals. First girlfriend. Remember when I was dating the old girl in 8th grade? Yeah. First girlfriend in 8th grade in high school. College girlfriend. Yeah. Got married the first time, groomsman. Divorce. His divorce.
Yeah.
9/11. The birth of my godson Miles, your child Miles.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Liking your wife's cousin at one point. Ex-wife's cousin at one point. Going through divorces, and then when I get married 16 years later, you were the transporter. He came to the wedding. He said, "Yo, if you need me to be the groomsman, I can. I just want to be there." So I said, "Hey, I got some of my new guys. So what I need you to do is make sure we get back and forth to the bachelor party and the wedding safely." And Corey, just humbly and graciously, man, was there. And whenever I come back to Atlanta, he there. If I need him to check on my mom's, he there. Like Corey is actually family. I've known Corey longer than I've known a lot of people. So Corey, this is my guy right here. Happy birthday, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Corey,
yes,
I
sir.
don't know if you've seen the clip. Did you see the clip, Corey?
Of course I saw the clip.
You saw the clip. Yes, Moolah. Yeah, my bad.
My bad. I don't mean to interrupt.
No, you good, Moolah?
So it was a pleasure coming on. I got my own little content I got to post real quick. It's about that time.
Okay.
But it was a pleasure seeing you, man. It's been a minute. Hey, Des. All right, I didn't mean to add that in, but I had to say something.
Yeah.
And it was a pleasure meeting everybody. I got to get out of here.
Moolah, give us your synopsis before you leave. In this situation, whose fault was it? The husband, the man, the woman, the liquor, or just men in general? She just mad at people.
It was them. And give me my chips.
That's the correct answer. Because of them. I heard that. I said, man, she ain't playing. All right, Moolah, we'll see you next time. I appreciate you. Thanks for joining. Make sure y'all follow. Make sure y'all follow Moolah Smith. She's on Instagram, and follow her Hood Affirmations, man. All right, Moolah doing her thing. All right, Moolah. Yep. All right, so that's Moolah, my friend Moolah. Corey, man, you saw the clip. Sir. Now we just talking in general. Man, whose fault was it in that clip? Was it the woman? Was it the man? Was it them? Or was it Don? Or was it Don Julio?
Okay, so are we talking about that fake behind? I'm mad, but I just want to get to the D shit that was going on.
Yes.
I just want you to know that I'm here, and I want look, baby, I can act crazy, and he like, all right, he chilled back. It's both of their fault, but at the end of the day, when you saw that hand go on her shoulder and rubbed her back right there, you know what's about to happen as soon as they get home.
Mm-hmm.
Soon as I get home.
What's the rest? Baby, I'll do what I gotta
do. Exactly.
We don't have songs like that no more for women.
No, they don't.
We don't make songs like that.
What'd you say, Sophie? Unmute yourself, Sophie.
It's just I'll make it up to you, baby. I'll
make it up.
What I gotta do.
What I gotta do. See what I'm saying?
Sophie, she gonna make it up.
Does Sophie have a point? Is she just getting mad because she wants some D? Is that what this whole act was about?
Could be. I'll say this much, Dave. I'll say this much, Dave. I saw a clip today from a follower, or if not a follower, but someone I follow, social media person, and he said this, which I like how he simplified it. He basically said this: if a woman is giving you attitude or she's irritated for any reason, it's she needs one of two things. She either needs dick or food. Granted, I get it. It's very boiled down. It's condensed. It's simplified, but
it's wrong.
It tracks. It's wrong.
It's
okay.
Wrong.
All right.
Wrong.
I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm just saying.
Sophie, is it wrong, Sophie? If a woman has an attitude, she needs some food or she needs some penis. Is that wrong?
No, I think it's wrong. I think one thing that we're missing in this whole thing that the guy didn't seem like he took her too seriously.
Mm-hmm.
He matched her stupid energy, and he did it in the way that it was just as stupid. When she started hearing back to her how silly she sounds,
right?
And he's kind of laughing, whether it's a skit or not. He kind of just matched her stupidity. Then when he said, "Give me my chips," it was kind of like, she didn't. There was, he was gonna go blow for blow, lick for lick to show you how silly you look. And then when she does her crash out, which to me I'm calling a temper tantrum, he gives her love language maybe personal touch. So it could be dick, a hug. For me, like if you give me a hug, if you kind of touch me and rub me, even though it's kind of like, don't touch me, but you still want it. So maybe between that relationship, her love language, he knows what his woman, and that's why he condones it. But I thought it was cute how he was just going, okay, let's do it. You're gonna get hurt before I get hurt. You're not gonna hurt my feelings.
But that's a lot though.
Or it's too much.
That shit was exhausting and aggravating to me. And maybe because I'm older, you know what I mean? And a lot of that nonsense, I don't tolerate a lot of the bullshit. So a lot of the back and forth, I'm like, how old are we? So she comes across, and I don't know how she got to the point she is. And it came to the point that we were making earlier. We had one of the other episodes, and we were talking about everything's going on around Diddy. We were making the comment that domestic violence and putting your hand on people is a no-go. I don't believe in it. I don't fuck with it. I mean, I don't put my hands on you. Do not put your hands on me. But when I see shit like that, people passing out in cars, people driving, and then all of a sudden they got a bottle. Like you're inviting the feds. That's how I look at it. You're inviting the element to tell you to stop doing that. It's not cool. Like, do we want likes that much? I don't want you to like me that much online. It's good entertainment, but like we've conceded where we should be as kings and queens for this bullshit.
Yeah,
and I just don't like it. Me personally.
No.
Happy birthday, Corey.
Thank you. So can I ask this question?
Yeah.
I'm talking to the panel. Has anyone been ever turned on by someone that acts a certain way to where it's like, damn, you love me that much that you acting this crazy, and you're like the jealousy is ridiculous, and you know
Dave
it's
Life
ridiculous.
TV has been turned on by that. Dave Life TV has been turned completely on by that.
First
I'm
of all, sir. First of all, sir.
not the host here, but I'm just saying in general.
First of all,
In life.
oh, the conglomerate, the entity.
Yes.
The entity.
I'll say this, Corey. I'll say this, Corey. You know what, Corey? Hold on, and I'm just muting some of the mics because I'm getting a little bit of. It could be me.
It's you, yeah.
Okay. Damn. Okay. Shit. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Corey, you know what it is? I'm gonna say this. If you're turned on by, physical violence, that's a problem. Like
No,
that ain't never turned me on. If somebody, if a woman is grabbing my stuff and tussling, no, in fact, it's quite a deal breaker. And I'll say something without saying names. I had an ex that would try to get in my face and be like, I'd be like, where the keys at? And they'd grab the keys and try to grab, and they try to do stuff. And I used to be like, yo, stop playing, right? You want to go to jail? I'd be like, I'm not playing with you. I had another ex that was afraid that I was going to take a job opportunity in Colorado. They were like, you don't like planes. You're not going to come back. I'm like, I'll see you every 3 weeks. No, you're not. You don't like flying. You're lying. And you're going to get up there and we're going to break up because we're not going to see each other. So she hid my keys, hid my corporate laptop. And when I was trying to go outside and get my laptop that she set outside that any Negro could have grabbed, she decided to tussle with me, punch me in the stomach, grab my waist. I was like, I don't like So I don't like that kind of stuff. However, there were people in the past that might be like spoiled brat, whiny, spoiled brat, not violent, but whiny, spoiled brat, a little jealous. That used to be a bit of a turn on, but it's toxic because you know what's gonna happen once y'all make up. Here come the makeup sex.
So this is why I told someone who acted kind of sort of like that. They threatened to shoot me, and I said this one thing, and she had a laugh because when I said it, it kind of hit her spot. I said, I know my dick ain't that damn good for you to be acting that way.
Okay.
I
mean, I'd like to think my dick is so good somebody might want to pull a gun, but I don't want them to actually do it.
My point is, I don't want my dick to be that damn good.
I heard that. But Corey, okay, listen, since we talking, Bronze is quiet. Bronze didn't got married. Bronze got married and she can't say certain things.
Oh no, I was getting ready to say something, and I saw you post down there toxic, and that's exactly what I was going to bring up. We're looking at the fact of how she's acting and how he should have handled the situation, but sometimes men can be toxic too, and that they thrive off that type of mess. You know what I'm saying? That could have been his energy as well. So I'm not going to just point the finger at the female. I mean, because when you look at it, they both wrong because the whole situation is toxic.
Yeah.
It's dysfunctional.
But Bronze, I'm gonna throw this in here, cuz some people say God gives the best coochie to the craziest women.
No, we're not gonna blame coochie on ignorance.
Hold on now, hear me out. There are men out there. Corey's clapping. Listen to this. Sherrod is glitching. He's frozen, but I can see the look on his face. Y'all not gonna leave me out here, fellas. There are people in the streets that say, man, God put the best coochie on the craziest chicks. Why? You know what I'm saying? And it's because they're like, bruh, when she done spazzing, when she done crying, when she done throwing punches and haymakers, and when she done being drunk, man, here come the best Gucci, coochie, whatever you want to call it, I've ever had. Because it's just, I get, and they like the taming. Oh, I've tamed it. I tamed the crazy chick.
That sounds like a you problem. It ain't her problem. It's a you problem. That's his problem.
That's true.
That's his problem.
That's fact.
Yeah, I had to go to therapy because of that. Yeah, you're right. You're damn right. You're damn right.
When we need him right now.
He
You're
admitted
damn
to
right.
needing therapy.
Yeah, I had to go through therapy. Yeah, you're right.
Corey, so Corey, you couldn't say no to Crazy Coochie?
Oh, no. And I thought I was doing, the right things, but then like she still acted cuckoo. Like she'll find certain things, but then she'll say something wrong or she have an attitude, and then I won't say nothing. Oh, you just ain't gonna say nothing. You're just not gonna talk to me. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And they're like, hey, I'm sorry. I should be more. Are you coming to bed? Yeah, I'm coming to bed.
And then Corey would go ham. Okay, Christine said Coochie just caught a stray. She said no Coochie slander will be tolerated. No Coochie slander will be tolerated.
So let's just say this. The same question you just asked me,
Hold
I
on.
want you to ask my brother about the Kaluka, okay?
Hold on. Hey man, welcome to the show, Sherelle. I see Sherelle in the building. I can't
ask my brother the same question.
I can't tell y'all where I know Sherelle from, but I just can't repeat none of this stuff at work. So that's my coworker. That's my coworker in the building. All right, so the question is, bro. The question is, some men say that the best coochie is on the craziest chicks. Do you agree with that statement that crazy can equal great sex?
Only if they let me choke them out almost till they about to die. Then they look like they about to lose their last little bit of breath. I'm gonna commit CPR on them. I'm commenced to doing CPR on them and bring them back. And if they can take that and beat me up after that, that's a good ass pussy. But I want to try to take them almost to death and bring them back.
Sherrod, we are putting your brother in. Thank you for that, bro. I appreciate you. Sherrod, we're gonna mute your channel for a moment, Sherrod. That was a little too real. Thank you, bro. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you for joining. Yeah. Sure. Oh, Damaris, what's up, Damaris? Oh, we got lifers in the building. What's up, Damaris? A couple of day ones showing up. Everybody say hello to the chat room. Oh yeah, we in here, man. All right, so shout out to everybody that's watching. I do believe, like Sherrod said, this young lady was acting out, and that the man allowed it. I'll say, he encouraged it because he enabled it, right? He enabled it. She got the Don Julio in her hand. Show that she got the Don Julio in her hand. She going off. He clearly, like you said, Sophie, he didn't get turned up. He didn't get offended. He didn't get violent. He was just like, okay, baby, all right. Okay, yeah, give me the purse. Yep, give me the shoes. Yep. Okay. Why you had to give me them chips and that, and that's when she's like, well, hold on, you taking away my snacks. And then she just, broke down. I don't want to fight. She's crying. Some men really get turned on by the drama and the trauma. But the spicy, there you go. The spicy. So let me ask you, Bronze, Sophie, do some women do this on purpose? Do some women, act angry or act mad or act spicy or act offended just so that they can argue, just so that they can make up, just so that he can have aggressive sex with her and pound town?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't. I feel like I'm myself. I probably have acted up, but I don't think I would do it on purpose intentionally, because that would be like manipulating. And it seems like she, in this skit, is trying to manipulate him to get what she wants, because at the end of the story, the realness comes out. So they look like they're an immature couple right off the rip, that they're having it escalates quickly. It was from one thing to the next, then to the next, and like she just took it to hell with the shoes and the jacket, and she wanted her $500. She wanted all this. It's just a very, very give my purse back, take it. All of that is just extremely immature for people who have driver's license, you know. And I would hate for them to even have kids because all of that is just you know, and looking into the camera and all that. So I'm just gonna say it's probably a skit, but it's just very immature, and it's not a true reflection of, like, because I'm Black Hispanic, so it's not because she's Latina, she's spicy chick, she's immature, and all that whining and crying, and you're drunk, and like Sherrod said too, you're already making a lot of mistakes. What if somebody was walking past the car and saw all that tussling and fighting? You can catch a DV.
Yeah.
For all that shoveling and being disheveled. People don't know. People try to she may mess around and get deported. You know, ICE may pull up and pull her out the car. So
ICE, she'd be like, "'Cause of them," and ICE be like, "Yeah, 'cause of them and them handcuffs." Yeah.
So immature.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna leave it up to y'all. I have another clip. A different scenario, but I have another clip of Who's at Fault. And I know, Sophie, you said you're a fan of the Whose Fault Is This segment. So would y'all like for me to play another clip on the Who's at Fault segment, or do y'all want to just get into the Diddy topics, or what? What y'all? We can do another Whose Fault Is It, or we can talk about Diddy if someone feel like they didn't get enough.
I'm Diddy out. No pause.
Okay.
Oh, she's on Bronze, I think, is saying she wants a Whose Fault.
Yeah. Okay, hold on, Bronze. Yeah, my bad, y'all. Unmute Bronze. I don't know if you see the button.
Yeah, I had him muted.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. Whose fault? All right, we'll do the Whose Fault. All right, Carl is drinking a protein drink. I want y'all to know, man. Carl, you too cool for school, man.
I don't know, man. That's not, I'm just getting it from you, man. I just said, what would Dave wear, man? That's it. Trying to be like Dave life, so.
Carl, we had a great. You know what? No, let me not get off subject. Let me go. Let me go with. I was about to. Carl, the wine is kicking in. I was about to bring up some. Let me be quiet. All right. All right. Oh damn. All right, Sophie, tell me. Mom, son-in-law, daughter triangle.
Say what?
Or husband, wife, baby mama triangle.
The latter of the two wins every time.
Right.
Yeah, the latter of the two wins every time.
Man, if I play the last one, we gonna have 2 hour. We gonna have 2 hours from this. Y'all gonna be pissed.
We got 15 minutes.
Hey, give Sophie 13,000 points.
Play it.
It's kind of serious. All right, y'all called it.
No,
all
it's
right,
the latter of the two. That's.
We're gonna go with the. We're gonna go with the latter. We're gonna go with the latter. All right, now.
Podcast.
Now, whose fault is this? Whose fault is this? All right, the mother. All right, go on mute for me, Sherrod. The mother. Hold up, remove her. Okay, boom. All right, look. The mother gives her son's daughter a DNA test, and she's not his. The mother gives her son's daughter a DNA test. In other words, the mother gives her granddaughter a DNA test and finds out that the granddaughter does not belong to her son. Listen to this.
Listen, it's okay. You don't think I'm disappointed? You don't think I'm disappointed that ain't my grandchild? You don't think I'm disappointed that you picked that and I've been up here giving up my money and my time? I have things I could have been doing.
You never like from Dave. Just admit that.
Anybody but that. Anybody but her. Yes, no, I didn't like her. No.
Other things, you talk about accountability, but you can't sit here and talk about the real reason why you never wanted
So
to be well.
it's my fault.
Sasha has nothing to do with this. Everything that she's been doing lately is because of your vendetta with Sasha. That has nothing to do with the truth.
I see. So what I did was I made sure that baby has nothing in common with you or me. I'm the reason why it's a big zero on that piece of paper. Is that what you're trying to say? I'm the one who put my Lord Jesus hope. Oh, Lord, let me hold my peace. Boy, listen. Grow up and be a man. Face the fact. And just go ahead and move on. Move on with your life, boy. Move on. That is not your child. That is not my grandchild. The $10,000, keep it. Keep it.
You wouldn't know what a man is anyways, because as soon as I was born, what did Pops do? He left. He left you and he left me. So
Boy.
how would you know what a good man is?
Oh, Lord Jesus. I know you ain't going there. Let me tell you something. Your daddy was, oh, yes, he was. He was. Yes, he was. Yes, and you know what? You know what? Sometimes the apple don't fall that far from the tree. You understand me? No, so listen to me. You know what? Take it from my side of the family. Grow, do what you got to do. Face the fact and just move on. You know what? To be mad at me, be mad at what you need to do. No, really. You need to ask her. Oh, I'm just her. That's the question. You all up in my face. Getting in the face of your so-called woman. She's not even a woman. A woman is somebody you can trust. A woman, when you do a DNA test, it'll be in the 99s, baby, not in the zeros.
All right, so I'm gonna pause it there. I think this was. I know that Sean. Shout out to Sean. He was doing a little bit of acting, so I believe this is a skit. However,
Tyler Perry would have been proud.
Tyler Perry would have been proud. However, the fact remains. The question is: you have a child. You got a woman. Your mother don't believe that the child is yours. Your mother gets the DNA test, and your mother finds out the child isn't yours, and then she exposes that and reveals it. She tells you. She tells the family, and now the little girl, and it's just drama. So, who's at fault in that scenario? It's an open floor.
The mother.
The mama.
The mother.
The mama. All day.
Hands down.
Bronze, come off mute for me, Bronze. Come off mute, cuz
I'm off mute. I said hurt people, hurt people.
Exactly.
Son said that was key. You're
Come on, cousin. Come on, cousin.
You.
Come on, cousin.
She's hurt. So since she's hurt, hey, that same hurt is gonna be, he's now looking at the fact that her son want to stand up and be a man, whether the child is his or not.
Correct.
That's the problem, and she's at fault. Hurt people hurt people.
And you know what's so crazy? Guess what? Most mothers in that situation will give the benefit of the doubt. The male will question it. I've seen some similar situations like that. The male will question it, and the mother was like, nah, let's just lean back. Let's do our job. You can take care of it. I've seen mothers that lean back in it and don't push it. The way she was pushing it, there's some trauma there between mother and son way before a kid got involved. And you could tell that how he was fighting with mom. Now he did some acting. That's not the point. The point is the mother should have never did that. That's not her place because that's not her child. So the mother's at fault.
So playing devil's advocate, Sherrod, if the father, her son, doesn't have enough backbone to check and say, you know what, the woman I'm with is kind of wild, and she's kind of crazy, because the mom is like, oh, she treats you wrong. The woman is this and that. You should be checking. I did this to help you. So if the son doesn't have enough backbone and the mom has intuition, does the mom stay out of it and don't do the DNA test at all? Or does the mom do the DNA test, but then talk to the son privately and say, hey, son, you haven't been stepping up and this woman been running everything. I have not thought this girl has been yours. And I did a check. Like, does she talk to him privately, or does she, Sherrod, and to the whole panel, just don't even touch my daughter? I know that's your granddaughter, mama. Just leave it alone. I love her. I don't care how she treat me. That's my woman, and I'm with her, and I'm gonna figure it out.
So in my opinion, and I'm opening it up for the audience and also for the panel as well. In my opinion, I think over communicating is never wrong. So pulling your son to the side and saying, hey, this is what I'm feeling. These are my emotions. This is what I'm thinking. I think having that private conversation and not blowing up and doing things behind his back is appropriate, right? But maybe he is one of those individuals that doesn't want to listen to his mom no matter what she says. And sometimes, in the famous words of Kendrick, man, sometimes you gotta pop out and show a motherfucker. And that's sad that she has to do that but that may be the only way that she keeps him out of trouble later, or keeps him from doing something, or paying child support, or doing certain things as a father should do, later. So, I mean, you can justify it on both ends of the spectrum. You can justify it saying, hey, I pulled him to the side. I tried to talk to him amicably, but that didn't work. So you know what? As a mother, as a feeling, as an intuition, which mother's intuition is way better than father's intuition, I had to do what I had to do. But this is why I did it. Look at it now. But if that failed, then you got poop on your face.
All right, Sophie. I saw Sophie had a response. Go ahead, Sophie.
Yeah, as mothers, we don't care if I'm not your friend. So I don't care if you're mad at me. If I feel like someone is abusing my child, whether you're 3 or 30 or 60, I'm going to say something, and it looks like he was okay with it. So if he was okay with it, that's where he should have went to his mom and let the mother know, because she said $10,000 on a fake grandchild.
Right.
So at least let me know what's up so I can govern myself accordingly. Don't have me out here, you Delulu, I'm Delulu with you because your friend got something going on. Let me know so I can go ahead and act and not be involved in that. I've seen so many children who the father, whether he knows or he doesn't know, has taken on a child. The child gets sick and people don't know what to do because it's not her biological father, or she's trying to figure out why she don't look like her dad and her mom, all those things. And then she's going to grandmother. So it seems like, if he was cool with it, just from the looking on his face and the way he's trying to pivot all this, he was cool with it. He needs to let everybody know so that we don't have to be Delulu with you. And if you're my child, I'm going to do what I have to do to make sure I protect you. Now, what you do with it afterwards is what you do. But I'm not going to be. But the way she went about it, with the yelling and the going below the belt with the father, all that was out of pocket. It wasn't very, I don't think that was fair. And it looks as though also they were by themselves. So it wasn't like the girlfriend was there and she had this whole intervention. It just, they're having their private conversation and it's just really escalated because they're both hurt.
To be fair, somebody asked, why did they do this on camera? Was it a viral moment or was it a skit? It was a skit because that was Shauna Francis. He's a podcaster and apparently he does some acting. So that was a skit. Nonetheless, I thought it was a great illustration, right, of what do you do, right? If your mom goes above your head and pulls rank on you because she feels like your girlfriend or your wife is taking advantage of you, is that cool? Corey, listen, Corey, I know your mother, you know my mother. We have strong Black moms. My mother, if my mother thought someone was fully taking advantage of me and I was just nose wide open blind, my mother gonna pull me aside and talk to me. She's not gonna make a stink and she's not gonna make a scene, but she gonna talk to her son. And she gonna be like, David, I don't know what's going on here. And in fact, Corey, when I went through my divorce, my mother pulled me aside and said, son, I'm going to tell you something. I kept my mouth shut for 6.5 years. She said, you're a good man and you treated that woman really well. It's time for her to put up or shut up. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'm going to tell you, you're a good husband. I've watched you. And I'm not saying that because you're my child. I'm saying that because I've watched you. You treat that woman like gold. She was like, so you need to make a decision. And so my mom, she didn't say nothing for 6.5 years. But when I was going through a separation and I was struggling, then she said, well, let me speak up and talk to my son. And then,
but let me ask you this.
Real quick, Sherrod, when my grandma died, we went back to Chicago. And Bronze, when grandma died, I went back to Bloomington to check on my old house. We hadn't sold it yet. And when I went back to the house, all of my furniture was gone. All of my clothes was in a pile on the floor. The only thing she left me was my clothes, some towels, and an engagement picture with a note. Now I'm going back to the crib thinking, at least you're going to leave me half of the furniture. She didn't. And so with grandma being gone, I'm back home. My entire home is empty. It all hit me and I cried like a baby. And from that moment, my mother's instinct kicked in. My mother does not like my ex-wife to this day. She said she hurt my baby. My mother never saw me cry like that, Bronze. grown man, 35, broke down crying because my grandma just passed and I'm going through a divorce and I don't have nothing to show for it. Yo, so what I'm trying to say is mothers, y'all, and Sherrod, I saw you coming in. Mothers will protect their sons and be like, you hurt my child. I don't like you. F you. And sometimes a mother will pull rank. Is she wrong for pulling rank, Sherrod? Is she wrong for pulling rank, anyone? Or is she just wrong for blasting it out to the public?
As a mother myself, I give my children advice. All my kids are grown. I give them advice. And one thing I do not do is disrespect their boundaries. If they come to me on another level, then I'll bring it to them another level. Like I always tell them, I'm not going to get involved until you come to me and call me and involve me. I don't want to disrespect, those boundaries, because at the end of the day, like, for instance, what if my son's still going to stay? There's nothing I can do about that. That's his choice. That's a decision that he's going to have to make. So even with that mom paying this $10,000 for this paternity test, she disrespected boundaries. That's the other thing that probably, caused the big argument. You know what I'm saying? We as parents, we going to protect our kids, but we also got to know our place. And my auntie, kudos to her, because that's what a mother would do. I start your business, but when it's time for me to intervene, I'm going to intervene.
Yeah. Hey. Applause on that one.
So I have the mother was just dead wrong for this situation. Period. I wish she would have put him to the side in private, but she told y'all didn't listen. She told the daughter. That's jacked up.
Yeah, his daughter, her granddaughter.
Her granddaughter.
Yeah, I heard that. I caught that, Corey.
That's just evil. Now that's just evil. And I know it's a skit, but that's just evil. Now, I'm just saying, in reality, yeah, my mom had pulled me to the side, and said, certain things, which, of course, then I have my dad at the same time. I had both sides.
Yeah.
My mom, trying to, say, hey, you need to get a lawyer. You need to do this. You need to do that. No. I'm good. My dad was like, you do what's best for you. I can't tell you what to do because you're a grown ass man. See the difference?
Yeah.
Men gonna approach sons differently. Even my ex right now with my son, same thing. She can tell him certain things, and it ain't gonna hit like daddy gonna tell. It ain't gonna hit the same because guess what? It's an emotional connection with mother and son for real. That's my baby. No, he ain't no baby. That's a grown ass man. That's a grown ass man. Sometimes he got to go through this shit, and you see he's trying to figure the shit she said hurt him because he went right back to a child during that moment. He ain't even a man no more.
Yeah.
She looking at him like a baby right then and there. And then he tried to.
And he was hurt too. He was hurt too, Corey. He was hurt too because, like you said, grandma didn't told the daughter, "You ain't mine, and you ain't none of ours." And so now the daughter, you don't want a child to have to deal with those kind of conversations. You don't want a child,
right? And the child is innocent. The child is innocent.
Yeah.
So I don't care, as a decent human being, yes, he might not be the birth father, but if he done raised this person and being the father, he knows that the decency to do is still not to shun her aside because he has done what he's supposed to do just in that household. Because I don't know that he was married to this girl or whatever. I don't know. But all I'm saying is, as a decent man, that's what he's trying to be, a decent man. You done put this monkey wrench in the whole situation, and now it's all fucked up.
Yeah, because
All right, so let me ask you a question. This is the question I got. Because I got a real southern mom. You saw my mom today. She a 74 red. She a 74 delta. So I asked my mom today, like, I've been married before. I've only been married once. I've been married unofficially. So stop laughing, nigga. So the crazy part about it, my mother doesn't get in any of my business. Like when like somebody said a long time ago, said, "Hey, you probably should ask your mother about what she was saying." I said, you don't want to ask my mom what she gonna say, because she's gonna say that's between y'all two. That has nothing to do with me. Now, what I will do, I will support whatever decision y'all make. So, guy code is different than female code, and mother code and children code are different.
True.
Than any other code that you would think. Because what I appreciate and I love about my mother, she never got involved in any of my relationships. So, David, brings me back to your point, to circle it back.
Yeah.
I do not think for 6 years, your mother, I know your mother, I've cooked for your mother, I've been to your mother's house.
Yes,
She's
sir.
been to my house. Your mother has never waited 6 minutes on anything, let alone 6 years. She gave you subliminal messages, and you might didn't pay no attention to them shits. But she definitely was like, let me talk to you real quick. Your mother gave me 19 different cues at your wedding.
Yeah, I know.
Right,
in the wedding.
right. She done rolled her eyes. She done rolled her eyes.
Yeah.
Corey, and you know what's so crazy? This is the crazy part. She gave you, it's time to go. He turned on the light.
Yeah.
The crazy part about it is she gave you some advice. You didn't take heed to it because you wanted to do what you wanted to do. That doesn't mean she didn't give you signs along the way. Because your mother, the woman I know, she ain't waiting fucking 6 years.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Hold on.
Everything she wanted to say.
I'm gonna say this.
6 years.
I'm gonna say this.
And guess what? Most mothers that love their children and love their son, they're not gonna wait 6 years.
Now,
Exactly.
but this is the situation in my particular case, and Corey knows my mom as longer, right? Only person on my mother longer is Bronze. My mother don't play. She don't hold her words. Now, Corey said there's a connection between the son and the mother. So Sherrod, I'm super close with my mom. We have a connection. So prior to my ex-wife, my mom had voiced her opinion about a woman I was talking to. All right. The older lady that was from my church, Corey.
I know.
All right. So my mother had a statement, and she had a lot to say. I don't know why you dating this older woman. Who's studying the Bible on a Friday night. Y'all ain't studying the Bible. You ain't that saved. My mother had comments. So 20 some odd years ago, I went off. I said, "Ma, you stay out of my stuff." Yeah, I said, "You will." And when I met my ex-wife, I wagged my finger. You will not treat her like you treated the last one. You will not. And my mom said, "Fine. I don't have shit to say."
So guess what? That is your fault.
Corey Sherrod for 6.5 years. My mother said nothing. She kept her comments to herself until she saw me broken and hurt. Then she said, "I gotta say something." I didn't help my peace for 6.5 years.
That's what I said.
So
she went off.
let me ask you this: did you ever think for one moment, and I love you like a brother, but don't take this the wrong way, because you might. Did your mother ever say at one point in time, she's like, "Oh, the nigga just dropped his balls. He can do what he does now. I've trained him to be who he is. Come on, cousin. You see me, cousin."
She said, I'm going to tell you what happened.
He dropped his balls. I raised him to do what he do now. Cool. Now I can shut the fuck up. Because your mother is not the type of woman to shut the fuck up and let somebody run over you for 6 years and not say shit.
She
No,
she
Dave.
when she saw a moment of offense, she said, "Oh, why is she acting funny when I call? I've never done anything to her. I've been as nice." She said, "I don't understand why she's acting this way." I said, "Ma, I'm gonna talk to her." She said, "Well, I haven't said anything, and I don't know why so. I don't know what you're gonna say, but I know I didn't do anything to deserve this." I said, "Don't worry about it, Ma." That was the hint. That was the hint. And so we had a whole discussion, and it was, "Well, you know how your mother is," and I was like, "What you mean by that?" I said, "Don't say shit about my mother. I know my mother. You don't have a right to comment on my mother because I don't say shit about your family." Talking about my ex, and we had a big blow up that night about who puts up with what. And I said, "Hey, what we not gonna do is comment on people's moms because I have a lot to say about your family, and I
So
don't.
what?
And I don't." And
So what?
Corey, that was 3.5 years in. We made
That's
we made another 3 years, and then the
that's my
whole bottom
point.
fell out. Then the bottom fell out.
No, the bottom already started falling out.
Yes, it did.
That's what I'm about to say.
But guess what? I want to know cousin's perspective.
Dave, I'm a head out, man. I gotta.
Yeah.
See, Sherrod didn't turn it into an intervention.
No. It's not an intervention. What I'm trying to say is this: from the clip, and I'm right. I got a hard stop too, Sophie.
Okay, wait. Let me let Sophie and Carl out. Y'all got to go right now. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Right. Hey, thank you for joining, Carl. Carl,
Yes,
still,
sir.
I appreciate you, man.
Yes,
Appreciate y'all. So y'all go ahead and see yourselves out, and we're gonna talk to Sherrod and Cuzzo and Corey, and then we're gonna end the episode because we've been doing about an hour and a half. So
Sophie, love you. Carl, love you, man.
Love you.
Appreciate
Thank you.
you,
Happy
sir.
birthday. Good to
Thank
see
you.
you, cuz.
all right, y'all. So Sherrod, what's your question, sir? Since you didn't turn it into an intervention,
No, I didn't turn it into an intervention. What I was simply saying is this:
you
when
wanted
mothers
Bron's
talk-
opinion. You wanted Bron's opinion.
When mothers talk, look. This is my family, y'all. Like this is my family. I'm gonna show y'all. That's my family. See how they at? Look at my brother over there.
I see y'all.
Toys. Listen.
I see y'all.
So the topic is sexual.
But you asked for Bron's. You asked for Bron's opinion. You said you wanted to know what cousin was thinking about the whole situation.
So the key is this. The cold part about it, I want to know what your cousin thought about these years of mom being there and not saying anything. Because guess what? Your mother, Dave, definitely talked to family members. Your mother.
Bronze, what do you remember about what I went through when I was going through a divorce? What do you remember, Bronze, about what I was going? Hold on, Sherrod. What do you remember, Bronze, about? That's my cat knocking stuff over.
Everything unfolded. I saw brokenness. The same time when we all saw her. Now, Dave, you know how our family is. You know how we interact.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't like that with us. You know what I'm saying?
She was standoffish.
Very, very much so. Very much so. So, you know, when we still gonna greet you. We still gonna, you know, hug on you, love on you. But that don't mean we want to give you the side eye. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we always knew it was something there. And when you came and say, "Hey, I'm getting a divorce," even my mama said, "I'm not surprised."
You know what Grandma told me? Rest in peace. I didn't tell Grandma I moved to LA. I kept it quiet for about 3 to 6 months. So finally, Grandma was like, "How's your brother?" I said, he good. "How's your wife?" I said, she's okay." She said, "Okay." She said, "When was the last time you talked to your wife, David?" And I was like, "Well, Grandma, I gotta tell you the truth. We've been separated 6 months. I live in LA. I didn't know how to tell you." She said, "I already knew that." She said, "I already knew." She said, I knew when you said your brother was gonna take a trip with you. And I ain't heard nothing since. And Hank ain't been around here since." She said he moved to LA with you because Hank used to come around Grandma's house. She said he ain't been around since. And my grandmother said this, y'all, Sherrod, everybody. She said, I knew that woman was going to run you off. And I said, why? She said she held the reins too tight.
And she was light skinned.
She held
She was light skinned.
Yes.
She was a house nigga.
She was
She was a house nigga.
a red ball.
All light skinned women run niggas off because they house niggas. Am I right? If I'm right, let me hear you say yeah.
Right.
They never pick cotton. They never pick cotton. They never pick cotton. They never pick cotton. They laughing. Fucking crackhead.
Right.
Hey, Dad.
You got the audience members. You got the audience members laughing.
Hey,
That's
Dad.
why I'm at.
Hold on, Sherrod. Hold on, Sherrod. Hold on. Let me talk to Cuz. What's up, Cuz?
My husband over here gonna say, and your cousin, one of them, referring to me.
No. But did you? Hey, cousin. Hey, cousin. But did he point at you though? He's like, no. Think about it. Your grandmother had the feeling. If we listen to half of the shit our grandmothers, our aunts, our mother, your mama,
we'd be all right.
If they said, would we be all right? Or would we not? Because that wasn't our plight. Our plight is to practice and discern what they're saying and use it for our greatestness. And when we go from that, guess what happens? What happened with you, Dave? Your mom gave you clues, signs, and innuendos. And guess what you did? No, this is my favorite light-skinned girl I've ever been with in my life. And I married her. And
he was happy. Y'all leave my cousin alone.
I could tell you what your mama said about Destiny at your wedding. She's right with Dave. I like her. Thank you, Sherrod, for being here. These are facts, nigga. This is what I'm telling you.
Nigga,
I don't know your first wife, but I know what your mother said to me about your wife.
Nigga, your mama had a glow like she was the bride.
Come on, did I not say that? Hey, Rod, how do I look in this dress? I don't want to be better looking than the bride, because that's David's bride. There was concession there. That was a fealty, as John Wick would say, for your spouse. I don't know about your first wife. I know what your mother said to me. I know. Go outside. Hey, hold on a second.
Tell family, yeah, we on the show. Yeah, hey man, thank you. I appreciate y'all. And
but this is the key.
We're in open conversation. We're in open conversation.
I'm not saying this because I want a pat on the back.
We talking.
This is what your mother said, and the look on her face was like, he found her. It was like,
yeah.
And I looked at her and I was like, I don't know the first person. I don't know. I've heard a lot. Listen, I've heard so much about her over the years. I don't know her, and that's not my plight. Like I know who you are. Like I tell people all the time, I don't know what happened in the first 10 years of your life. I can tell you about the next 10 that's about to happen. I can tell you what I'm going to do for you. So Dave, you have he that finds a what?
Finds a wife, finds a good thing, and obtains favor from the Lord.
Oh, okay.
Come on now.
I'm just checking. You know, I'm not that versed in the Old Testament. But what I am saying is your mother was at peace with
this. And you know what? And that's true, because I'm gonna be for real with y'all.
Old soul. Death's soul is 78 years old.
Stop. Not 78. Damn, man. Not 78.
First of all, it's very...
You know she's watching it. She's right here in the other room watching.
You think I'm saying this shit because it sounds good? I know where she at.
She right here looking.
Hey, tell her to keep studying though. Hey, but no, seriously, man. We have to listen to the sage wisdom that the mothers give us, these matriarchs of our family. If we don't, that's the only reason I got the Tuskegee.
Mm-hmm.
Because my mother listened to a mother that was discerning about and praying about me going to someplace else. That's it. So we don't listen to them. We don't take heed to them. Now, sometimes they say some shit. You be like, nah, that's bullshit. Like, what are you talking about? And sometimes they give you small snippets along the way. your mother definitely gave you some shit along those 6 years before she blew up.
Oh
She
yeah,
didn't just all of
definitely.
a sudden say, you know what? I've been holding this in for 6 years. No, she hasn't.
What,
That ain't how your mama work.
but I want to say this for real, right? Because my mother was very protective, right? And I made some crazy decisions. So when I'm 21 and I'm dating a 31-year-old D4C with 3 kids, my mother was like, hold on, son. Why you got to date a woman that's 10 years prior with 3 children and divorced? I'm like, well, we just studying the Bible. She's ain't nobody studying the Bible at 5 o'clock. I mean, at Friday at 9 p.m. The truth was we were studying the Bible. I was at a home church. Her brother was a preacher and nothing was going on. But Sherrod, they suspected so much that when I graduated college, I went ahead and said I might as well be guilty of it since y'all think I'm doing it.
Full of shit.
I'm telling
You
the
only
truth.
did that.
This
You
nigga.
only did that to get to the Kalukaloo. Look at
He
your
not
cousins.
listening. He not
They know
listening.
you know I am listening. You know, Dave.
Hold on.
Let me tell you about
Hold
men.
on, wait. Let me pause you. Let me give me a second. Let me pause you. Corey, you remember me during that time frame. I was not out here effing around. I was trying to be Jesus's brother.
Yes.
I was not effing around. Okay.
Bronze. He threw away CDs
of music I loved. I threw away letters of women from high school. I was committed to Christ. I was a zealot. Okay, I was a zealot.
Did I tell you? Didn't I say something crazy and you got mad at me? I said, "Hey man, you might well go back on Covington and become a monk because
you
what
did.
you're doing."
You did. Listen, man, when you first get saved, you feel like you got the answer. And listen, you do have the answer, but I hadn't learned how to walk it out yet, and I hadn't learned how to be human. I was just trying to be heavenly, and you're never going to be heavenly 24/7. And people that do that sometimes have issues because sometimes they fronting. But I was out here doing my best. Corey, no. Yeah. Corey, do you remember when your ex-wife's cousin was like, "I got the preacher to fall. I got the preacher to fall." Oh my God, I got the preacher to fall. Because listen, Corey and his ex-wife was like, "Hey, come double date with us. We need you to look after. We know ain't nothing gonna happen. Just come be a companion." Bronze. I went and hung out. I was a companion. This girl flirted with me. This girl said all the right things. It's late at night. They were like, you sure you want to drive home tired? Why don't you just take a nap? I was like, yeah, I guess.
Whoa.
No, I'm not talking about y'all. No, I'm not talking about y'all. No,
Okay.
She's like, you don't want to drive home tired, do you? Why don't you just take a nap? Bronze. I took a nap. The next morning, his ex-wife was like, "Hey girl, we gonna have breakfast." She was like, "What you want?" And she was like, "Hold on." She's like, "Open the door." She's like, "Hold on." And she was like, "Why can't you open it?" And she went, and I was back there laying down. And the next morning I had to walk out with the walk of shame. I'm talking about Mr. Evangelist Preacher Man. Then spent the night. And they were just like, "Not David."
Who is Dave? Corey saying nothing.
You're right, Corey. It was your ex-wife.
See, first of all, it's all David. David gets caught up in these quagmires and these pain points because that's his own brain. He's a fucking idiot. Cousin, that's your husband right there. That's your husband, right? Yeah. Your husband didn't listen to this bullshit for his whole life since y'all been married. He know David ain't shit. David ain't gonna never be shit. He just decided to be some shit, okay? This is the problem you run into. None of that shit fucking matters, bro. You know why it don't fucking matter? I'm gonna tell you why it don't matter.
Bronze, this is one of my groomsmen. This is why he's a groomsman. Because he called my card.
You went and hung out with a chick that had 3 kids. Right?
Yeah, I did.
3 kids. And let me guess. She was ugly, right, David?
Not at all. Not at all.
They always had a type.
It ain't no chick that got 3 kids ugly, sir. And guess what? Her Kalukaloo, last time I checked, is
It was top tier.
Fire. So here he go. He praying for a damsel in distress, an angel in the skies. And
Right.
guess what he doing? He doing this. Lord, I'm just over here trying to do the work of the Lord. And excuse me, cousin. Excuse me, cousin. And what's your husband's name?
Bosh.
Bosh. What's your last name?
Noel.
Noel. Hey, listen. This is all I gotta say. It ain't no, Mr. and Mrs. Noel. It ain't no woman on this side of the planet with 3 kids. And David's life after dark is going to pray for him at night. I'm not doing it. I'm not sending him to pray. Well, sister, let me hold your hand. Are you fucking serious? This is a zealot right here. He's a fucking zealot.
Listen,
That's
man.
what he does.
Simon Zelotes.
But he says that shit. So that first, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Noel, guess what? Your mama for 6 years kept her mouth shut. For your ass, nigga, no. She knew exactly who her son is, and she gave you breadcrumbs along the way. Guess what you weren't doing? You were ignoring them. It's not that you didn't want to pick them up. You didn't want to see him. You know why? Because you had a light skin thing in your life. And that was the best thing that ever happened to you up until that point. I told you, if your ass was a fucking black school, you wouldn't have this problem.
Now I'm blaming Georgia Tech.
Wait a minute. Put it back up, Lord.
I've been waiting to use that for about 1,000 episodes.
Right.
He sure has. He sure has.
All right, listen, man. Sandra said Jesus fixed it. Just Jesus fixed it. Hold on, Sherrod. I gotta mute you. I appreciate it, Sherrod. And then read me for filth on my own damn show. Shit. What the fuck, man? My wife listening. My wife gotta hear this shit, man. So. No, but you know what, man? Listen, this is one of my groomsmen. I'm muting everybody just because of the feedback real quick. So this is one of my groomsmen, man, Sherrod. He's allowed to talk reckless because he earned the right to be a groomsman. This is one of my guys. When I came to LA and went through a divorce, Corey, there was a few people that I met that were super cool with me, and the ones that survived and was with me 16 years, 10 years were groomsmen. So, you know what I'm saying? You had Sherrod, you had Kevo, you had Al, right? These are my guys. This is basically Sherrod probably took Corey's spot. But I asked Corey, I said, yo, Corey, you want to be a groomsman? I know we did this 22 years ago. He said, it's up to you, Dave. You need me? I'm there. He said, I ain't got to have a suit. I ain't got to have a tux. You need me? I'm there. And I said, man, I appreciate it because there's been people that's been here post-divorce that I got super close with. So I said, I need you to come to the wedding. You always going to be a groomsman, but let somebody else wear the tux, and Corey did his thing. And Corey consistent on the show. Sherrod consistent on the show. And since we talk about marriage and we got brother Bosh here, my cousin Bronze, listen, man, Bronze loved her older cousin, her big cousin so much. She said, you got engaged. I'm going to get engaged. Bosh, tell me the truth. Did she threaten you to ask for her hand in marriage 2 weeks or the same week we got engaged? Because y'all got engaged the same week as us. Did she threaten you, Bosh, or was that just divine timing?
You remember the game Hangman, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just playing. No, but I'm back on something that was said earlier. My mom passed out here recently. But
rest in peace.
When I mentioned me getting married and she got a chance to meet Bronze for the first time, when I say they clicked, like right out the back. And the smile that was on her face, it was pure joy. She was overwhelmed, ecstatic. Every time, she came up, that's my daughter-in-law. This is my daughter-in-law. And when my mom, just before she passed, we was in the hospital, she would just look at Bronze and smile.
Mm-hmm.
My baby gonna be all right. He's left in good hands.
Yeah, man.
They
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want. That's what I'm talking about right there. Good Lord.
Hey man, I want to say this too, Bosh. You know, my father, Bronze, you know, your uncle, right? My dad, he passed in 2017, and I didn't meet Destiny until 2022, 5 years after my father passed away. So, Bosh, I was thinking back when my father was alive. I was like, man, it would be really nice, you know, if my father got a chance to meet whoever I'm gonna marry, right? It'd be great if I found the one. It didn't happen, right? He met other people. You know, I thought maybe they might be the one. They weren't the one. So when I meet Destiny, you know, 5 years later, and at the wedding, I know y'all got, so Bronze and Bosh got married a week after me and Des. So they couldn't make it to ours. We couldn't make it to theirs. It was a hell of a lot going on. But we had a memorial table, y'all. And Sherrod remembers when I went to Kinko's and printed up the pictures. I printed up a picture of grandma, grandpa, my dad, you know what I'm saying? My mother's godmother who raised her, my mother's blood mother. We had Destiny's, you know, parents that had passed on, right? Her aunt and all of them. We had pictures of everybody, you know, the memorial table. And look, y'all, I'm getting married. What is this? Saturday. The wedding is at 6 p.m. It's probably 11 a.m. And I had to get these memorial pictures printed. Sherrod patiently waited with me for 2 hours in Kinko's. I was anxious. I was turned on. I said, I got to get these done. We got it done. Hold on. I'm going to land it. We got it done. And when we got in the car and I realized that my grandma, my father, her, people that passed on were going to be there as a representative, nigga, I broke down like a baby. I cried because I was like, I wish my pops could have been here to meet Destiny. So even his picture being there made me cry like a baby. And Sherrod, being one of my groomsmen, he drove me to the spot. He knew we were on a time limit. He knew. He was like, Dave, it's noon. I'm like, I know. Dave, it's 12:30. I know. He's like, okay, it's 1 o'clock. You want something to eat? I said, no, I got to finish this. He said, okay. He left me alone. And when we got in the car and we were headed back to the hotel to get dressed and everything, I cried, Bosh. I like snot nose crying. Just thankful that I was able to get those pictures printed, have them up there. And now when we had the ceremony and the reception, I saw the pictures and I was thankful. But my moment was just preparing the pictures. Whether I stopped and looked at them during the wedding didn't mean as much. It was just, let me get this out of my soul, out of my spirit. Let me show my ancestors that I brought y'all with me. You know what I'm saying? So your mom getting to meet Bronze is a blessing. And you know, look, man, God is amazing because, you know, our parents are watching us from heaven and our parents know when we got a good one. So, which is why Sherrod and Bronze, Corey, they mentioned that my mother approved of Destiny. That's not a small statement because my mother, if she didn't approve, she just gonna be quiet and she gonna have a like this.
See, my mom, she was more, Southern. I'm from the South. My mom was the one that was, her favorite line was, I can't pick a shade tree for you. So once you get tired, you'll know what to do. But until then, the tree that you want me to shade to you, give you that cooling, she said, I can't pick it for you because you're on your own. That's a battle you're going to have to deal with. Something that you're going to have to figure out on your own. So she was thinking too.
Yeah, man. I'm glad.
Mr. Noel, where the fuck have you been for the last couple of weeks? I don't know about nobody else, but you bring your ass on this podcast every goddamn week. I don't know. Hey. So listen to me. That's not how it went down. That's how Dave remembered it. Now I'm about to give y'all the truth. Because I was sobered up since Thursday night. I'm so glad we had a transporter. Corey.
Wait, tell your background. They got to tell your background. You are on live television.
Hey, Rome, I gotta talk, man.
You on Dave Life TV. Tell them respect the platform.
Yeah, they got it. So this is the key. Hey, so this is the key. First of all, it wasn't 2 hours, it's fucking 3, okay? And we got to that bitch at about 10 that morning. And they was in there, they rearranged the entire printing platform for the entire Kinko's FedEx shit. So I was like, hey, you know, I know your wedding's today, but this Clemson game is coming on. Hey. Hold on a second.
You in there rearranging the people's stuff, Dave?
Man, I had to have it right. I had to have it right.
No, Dave, this was Dave. I can't make this shit up. Dave was like, excuse me. Dave singing. First of all, he asked for a dedicated computer. He asked for a dedicated computer. I'm going to sit right here. I'm going to print everything. Can you print from here? He was like, yeah, we can print from here. And he looked at him like, yeah, bitch, this is Kinko's, FedEx Kinko's. Who the fuck are you? So Dave's doing this shit, he's typing and everything. So I look at what Dave's doing. I said, oh no, that's outside of my prayer view. I'm a SME in a lot of things, but rearranging a whole fucking federal / I'm gonna go over here and sit down. I said, hey, you want something to eat or something? Because I mean, there's a Mexican spot next door. I've ate there twice since we've been there. And the Clemson game is coming on. This nigga gave 0 fucks about me watching the game before his wedding. So I'm trying to I'm talking to him and everything, and he is hazing both of them up in here. So little does he know, and I never told you this, I didn't tip them a couple of dollars to keep it cool because they're getting mad because he's extended his time from having a dedicated computer. He's extended it. I've extended it twice. You don't even know about it.
Destiny said Groomzilla.
He said Groomzilla.
This nigga said this shit. I went and sat down in the corner like a child that was in motherfucking timeout. He said, is there any way I can come back behind the counter and show y'all what I want? I said, nigga, who the fuck you think you is?
He said that?
Nigga, I'm not making this shit up. I'm not. No, I don't have no.
It had to be right. It had to be right.
Nigga, that nigga was like, you know me. I'm not an engineer. I'm an old ad guy. Look. We got tractors and shit. Look at this shit. Look, liquor everywhere. Look at these niggas. Pool table. It's
right.
It's low-key a strip club. So
right.
I said, Dave, he go me now, being the ignorant guy. I say, hey man, I think it's perfect. I have no idea what the product looks like. I just know we've been there for 3 hours. Dave was like, it has to be perfect. I said, okay. Hey brother, whatever you need, man. And I don't give a shit about the pictures. And I'm not saying it like that. I don't give a shit. I'm like,
right.
Nigga, I know how much money y'all might have spent. I don't know the dollar amount, but I know we can't be late. Nigga, it's like an hour before his wedding. So he gets out of there. He gets in the vehicle because I'm driving because I'm the transporter without the transporter. So I get in there. This nigga releases everything. He releases everything. And that is, no, nigga. So that's the one moment I felt like, oh, wait a minute. This meant the world to him. This is bigger and deeper than just
come on, a pictures. Come on.
Taking it time. I said, oh, wait a minute, I'm wrong. And that's when I had to be like, I had to take a step back and like, oh, wait a minute, this is bigger than just pictures.
And I want to say this, Sherrod, to your credit, you did not haze me.
Nope.
Once you understood that this meant the world to me, you just kept it quiet.
I left it there. Because I was like,
your boy would be like, dog, what you crying for? You are, nigga, come on, man. No, he knew he was
left
like,
it there. I left it there because I have a female friend of mine. She said there's a difference between tears and crocodile tears. Nigga, you had crocodile tears.
Yeah. They said I was tears from the best man.
I think as men, listen to me, color boy. I think as men, we have to embrace when there are real, genuine tears from our boys that are sincere. And that was a moment for us to just sit there in that moment to embrace that. And I was honored to be a part of it, but I was also honored to say, oh, this means more than I will ever understand.
Yeah. And you know what it was? It was my grandmother, my grandfather, my grandpa, my dad is my mother's grandfather, my mother's mother, my mother's godmother. It was destiny.
But do you remember what you kept saying? I'm gonna tell you what you kept saying when you were crying.
Hold on, no. Keep that shit. Keep that in the car. Come on, sis.
No, I'm not.
No, okay. Nope. You about to get? I muted your ass. You about to get removed. Calm down, shit. You didn't know. Don't unmute, nigga. No, I will take you off the stage. No.
Hey, Sherrod,
Sherrod.
You are the greatest. You are the greatest friend I've ever had in my life. You sweet rabbit, you. And because of you, I am who I am. I was like, David, that means the world to me. Thank you, my nigga. And you was like, carry on. I was like, your wayward son? You was like, carry on, my wayward son.
Listen. Hold on.
You said things to me I would never.
Sorry, he's making me laugh. Look, listen, y'all. If y'all don't understand the reference, Thor and in the Avengers kept calling Rocket Raccoon Sweet Rabbit. He was like, Sweet Rabbit. He kept calling him Rabbit. So when me and Sherrod have a moment, we were like,
no. He called him a sweet rabbit. No. But see, a lot of people don't understand the parable there. The parable was he called him a sweet rabbit, not because it was like he called him a sweet rabbit because he depended on him.
Right.
And he said, oh, you're so real, you're so honest, you're so genuine. You speak the truth.
Yeah.
That's why I say, you sweet rabbit. I get it. But he kept calling. He's like, I'm not a fucking rabbit.
I'm a raccoon.
I'm a raccoon.
So Rocket Raccoon was offended, but Thor kept calling him a rabbit because he had no context to what the human animal was. He was like, what? You sweet rabbit.
Because he said some shit. Because you gotta remember, this nigga was a raccoon flying ship. He was a flying ship.
Look.
No, man. But
I am crying.
We had a moment. We had a moment. And I'll be honest. We had a moment. Dave, I would never divulge how you felt at that
you
moment.
already divulged enough. You said enough. Shit.
I only talked about how you try to rearrange FedEx Kinkos. I was like, nigga, you can't move the printer closer to the fucking desktop.
Oh, I'm in tears.
No, nigga.
Listen, Sherrod, they're saying Rod is out of control. People are crying. My wife is looking at me like you over here kicking the floor and laughing. So guess what, y'all? That's it. We're done. I appreciate everybody for joining. Bronze, thanks for joining. Sherrod, thanks for joining. Bosh, thanks for joining. Big Corey G, thanks for joining. It's After Dark Podcast. Thank you for joining, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Hey, subscribe. We in the building.